Good evening, Miss B. How you doing, baby? Mm. I'm so hungry, you guys. It ain't funny. I'm so hungry. It's a chicken burrito. It's a chicken burrito. Mm. It's almost gone now, you guys. It was so good. Hey, Lemon Curry, baby. How you never be the same about what, baby? What's going on? Hey, what kind of dreams, baby? Forever. How you doing? Welcome, Mimi. 126, baby. How you doing? Last little bit of it. Well, life is good. Thank God. I got more to tell you. Oh, thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Mm. Hope everyone had a good day. Normally, I have to work on Mondays, but normally I don't work on Mondays. But today, I went in for a couple hours just to help out because we're short, like a skeleton crew there. It takes about 7 people to get the job done. I'm done eating now, baby. I'm done eating now. Don't get too hungry. Mm. Mm. And a nice vodka and lemonade, nice and cold to wash everything down. Hey, Miss Leo, sweetheart, how you doing today? Okay. Now, hope everyone had a good day. Hope everyone had fun today. Y'all was all safe. Um, what's about this sex talk in the past couple of days? Like everyone's talking about sex. Like everyone's sex crazy. What's going on with that? I don't know. But since everyone's talking about sex, I might as well continue to talk about sex. Well, I'm still hungry, you guys. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten all day. All I had was some oatmeal earlier today. I'm so hungry. Now it's time for chips and salsa. Green sauce is always the best. I'm gonna tell you guys about the first person I dated while I was here in Atlanta, Georgia. The first, don't be scared, love and care, baby. I'll be gentle, always am. Um, the first relationship I was in here in Georgia, mind you, I came down here for school from Seattle, Washington. Went to Morehouse College. You know, went there. Did well, did what I did there, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, whatever. Didn't finish at Morehouse, but I left. But I stayed down here in Georgia because there was nothing else besides my mom and a couple siblings back home, but no real opportunities in Washington. So I stayed down here. So did a couple things, fiddled around, worked well, it's not, did what I did. And I was working at the airport, and know, I was taking the train because it's easier to take the train from the airport to where I need to go, working there. So I was taking the train to the airport, and I saw somebody from like one of the terminals watching me. You know how like you can feel people watching you, staring at you. I could feel somebody watching me. I looked over and I saw a bunch of people was not in that area, but I didn't know. Yes, I went to Morehouse. Morehouse man. So I felt a bunch of people watching me, but watching or looking in that area. Hey, Cupcake baby, how you doing? I felt a bunch of people just watching me in that area or watching, looking in my direction in that area was. Now, so I don't know what was going on. So I went to the bathroom, whatever, and when I came out the bathroom, it was this older gentleman. I say older gentleman, I'm like daddy age. Hey, Ashton Cole, how you doing, baby? Older gentleman sitting outside the bathroom, and he was came mysterious, baby, how you doing? And I realized he was one of the people over there in that area that was watching or looking in that direction. So when I walked in the bathroom, he was like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Are you fucking stalking me?" And he, old people, that whole thing, that whole like, I'm like, it's funny. I'm like, hell, what the fuck you doing? Are you watching me? Are you stalking me? What the fuck's going on here? Now, mind you, he was attractive. He looked like, let's see what he looked like. Very distinguished older gentleman. Mind you, I was probably like 21 maybe at the oldest. And so I'm like, are you fucking stalking me? Was that? He like, he looked like, imagine Sean Connery doing like the entrapment, the rock stage when he was like that older sexy man. Like, damn, he can get it. But he was black. So imagine and dark skin. So imagine an older black, well, a younger black Sean Connery when he was a little bit older. The salt and pepper beard, clean head, dark skin. Yeah, extremely, extremely. So I'm like, of course I was flattered. You know what I'm saying? That he walked all across the way just to talk to me was not. Then he's like, so what's going on? No, much better looking than Peter. Much, much, much better than looking than Peter. Much better looking than Peter. But yeah, imagine that whole thing, but much better looking. Less Uncle Ben and more Sean Connery. you know. So I thought I asked, are you fucking stalking me? He's like, heh. I'm like, hell, what the fuck you doing? You know. So he's like, well, I just find you attractive. Well, it's not. I just want to say what's up. I'm like, first of all, you don't even know if I get down like that. What the fuck you doing? Stalking me basically. No, man. I ain't trying to stalk you. I just noticed you across the way, and I'm picking up my niece from the airport, and I just saw you, and I'm like, what do you want, man? You know, granted, like I said, I have no control over extremities, so I was getting excited because he was attractive. Like I said, he was attractive, and so he like, well, I see that you're gonna catch the train. Was like, if you ever need a ride somewhere, just give me a call. Well, it's not here's my number. Whatever. Like I got a car already. He like, no, but just in case, here's my number. Just call me whenever you want to go somewhere. I'm like, well, I'm dancing tonight. You can take me to the club if you want to. He's like, cool, just give me a call. I don't care what time it is, just give me a call. I'm like, the Joker is a fool. But yeah, so I got on the train, whatever, I came home, whatever, did what I did, told my boys and stuff what happened. I'm like, this dude just gave me his number, I'm saying, for no reason, asking me to give him a call, I need to ride somewhere. He's like, shit, hell yeah, in Atlanta, we all young, was not really have a car, whatever. Then he was like, hell yeah, let's do that. Let's get him for a ride. I'm like, no, I don't use people or it's not, but I just called him and say, what's up, whatever. He asked me, like going out that night. I was like, no, I'm not going out anymore. I'll change my mind, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, well, do you want me to take you somewhere? I'm like, where do you want to take me? He's like, well, let's go on a date or something like that, if you don't mind. I'm like, well, you don't have to work in the morning. Well, it's not, so I really don't want to go on a date tonight, but we can make plans and meet up sometime this weekend. Now that would have been hot. It just our accent would have been hot. But so so I talked to him was at that night, whatever, and let it go. Gave my number, whatever, and he realized. I mean, and I really was just, saying playing off was that I really want to hang out with him, whatever, because he's an old man. So I thought, well, he was an old man, but I'm like, I like older men, but not that much older. Shit. Well, I'm gonna do with you. We have nothing to do. I'm saying we have nothing to do. So literally, like that Friday night, it was Friday afternoon, he called me, and he was like, So what's up? This is so and so, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We met at the airport the other day, and you said I was stalking you. I'm like, clearly you are stalking me. So what the fuck is going on? He's like, playing around, of course, little lights flirting, what I'm saying, on my part, heavy flirting on his part. And so he picked me up, and he asked me what I like to eat. I told him, I like soul food. Was not. I like, my mom is from the South, whatever, so I like soul food. So he picked me up and like we picked up like, so where we going? He said, well, back to my house. I cooked for you. I'm like, man, I don't even know you like that. I don't eat your food. He's like, no, trust me. I cook really well last night. I just want to feed you. I just want to make sure that you have something to eat. This and the third. I'm like, okay, whatever, yo. So I went to his house, whatever. You know what I'm saying? First day at his house, and he cooked. And man, this man can cook. Like he cooked better than me. Well, not really, but back then I thought he cooked better than me. So he cooked like what he cooked. He cooked like smothered pork chops and cabbage and like yams, homemade cornbread, things like that. So we eating or whatever, we ate whatever, we're talking whatever, getting to know, realize that, mind you, his niece was still there, the one that he was picking up at the airport. And so she's like, "Oh, so this is the guy you was talking about that you had to go meet at the airport." I'm like, "Damn, okay," what I'm saying. So me and her was closer to age than me and him was. So we started talking him, all three of us started talking, whatever, got to know her, realized that he was from around the same area that my mom grew up in, whatever, Greenville, South Carolina. She still lived in that area, you know. So we were just hanging out. So she was like, "Well, I'm gonna go out, Uncle." Da da da. Yeah, he threw down. He did definitely threw down. No, please. I'm the prize. The prize don't cook for people back then, you know. Um, so she went out, whatever. And when she went out, whatever, he was like, well, she'll be gone all night. You want me to take you home? I'm like, yeah, take me home. He's like, well, I kind of want to hang out with you without her for a minute. Do you mind if I just if we let our food digest before I just take you home? I'm like, okay, I guess, So, I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs, whatever. Didn't know what to do, what to say, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's doing the same thing. His nervous energy was not. And my energy was like, damn, I'm bored. What the fuck I'm doing here? You know what I'm saying? His energy was like, damn, I don't know what to do next. I don't know how to make this move. You know what's happening. He wanted to, what I'm saying, lay it down. Oh, sorry. He wanted to get laid down, I should say. So, somehow we got on. He asked me what I like. That's how in the community. That's how it goes down. They ask you, what do you like? What are you into? Things like that. So I like, no, I like fucking. Like being fucked. You know, being a smart ass about it. Being serious, but being a smart ass at the same time. He's like, well, I don't normally do that. I'm normally a top. I'm like, oh, it's time for me to go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta work in the morning. He's like, no. That's cool. We can do that if you want to. I'm like, it's not about what I want. Is that something that you do? He's like, well, I really haven't done it. I only did it a couple times before. Hey, cutie pie baby, how you doing? I was, I was being a whore, but not really. I was being a shy, sneaky whore at the time. And so I was like, okay, is that what you do? And he was like, well, I haven't done it before. I haven't really done it that much, whatever. But I'm willing to try with you. I'm like, well, this ain't something that is for beginners. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to train nobody to do anything. I want people to know what they're doing. He's like, well, no, I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. And so I'm not being bad at all. I'm being good. He wanted that. You're absolutely right about that. So I'm like, okay, well, are you prepared for that? He's like, I can't be. Give me 1 second. So I'm watching TV was not, what I'm saying? He's doing what he got to do, being a bottom was not as us. They have to prepare themselves. I'm not, especially after that meal we had, you have to prepare yourself. I'm not gonna sit here and play those type of games with people. That's so disgusting to me. So anyways, he prepared himself was not. Now mind you, let me tell you, I told you how he looked, his physical appearance as far as his physical look. But he was an ex-army guy. He was an ex-drill sergeant who played baseball. So you know how these baseball players are built. Them big ass legs, them big ass thighs, this big ass booty. And he was dark too. Shit. Yeah, it was on and popping. So he came out the bathroom and was like, yeah, I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I'm like, are you sure? Because like I said, I like to make sure that people are comfortable when I'm with them. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable doing what I do. Horror Chronicles. How dare you? Well. So um so we started kissing, what was I, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And he was a good kisser, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't used to the whole goatee, mustache, beard thing. So started kissing, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I like to do my dip and sniff test. That's what anyone, male or female, you know what dip and sniff is. You rub two fingers, grow, and you make sure everything is nice and clean. There's no residue of any kind down there. And so, Clark Kissel was there. He went down, whatever, on me, whatever, gave me some head, you know, and that was cool. I told him to get up. We went to the bathroom. Mind you, I was still in the living room when all this happened. And hold on. So so let's go to the bedroom last night, you know what I'm saying? Just in case your niece comes back, whatever. I don't want her catching, what I'm saying, her uncle on his knees, you know what I'm saying, with this young guy situation, whatever. So he was like, cool. He definitely passed the dip and sniff test. He definitely did. Hey, Raphael, how you doing? Hey, allegedly, baby, what's going on? It's a little story time, baby. It's a little story time. Um, so we went to the bedroom last night. I like, where's your condoms at? He like, right here, what size you need? I'm like, Magnum. He's like, well, I don't have any Magnums. I'm like, well, I can't do nothing with what you got. So we got dressed, went to the store, and picked up. I was in the car. He picked up some Magnums last night. He's like, this kind you want? I'm like, yeah, this is what I need right here. And then so we went back. While he was driving, he was saying massaging me while he was driving. He's like, damn, you stay hard all the time, don't you? I was like, yeah, that's what I do. So he's like, so are you gonna hurt me? I was like, this is embarrassing, y'all. Y'all know I blush. But I told the story. So he like, are you gonna hurt me? I'm like, no, I don't hurt people. I'll make sure you're okay. So he was like, okay, cool. Because I don't do this. Like I said, I don't do this often. I don't do this much. I'm like, I got you. Don't worry about it. So we went back to the house. We went back to the bedroom last night. Of course, I made sure that he was okay. Made sure everything was nice and ready to be penetrated last night. So I slid in like just the head first, and then I pulled it out. And so I put the head in first, and he made, he like Winston kind of jumped up, whatever, saying that whole type of thing, whatever. So I slowly pulled it back out, the head out. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. So I I put the head in, whatever, again, and just left it there. And I have control over my extremities, so I let it pulsate a little bit, just the head inside him. Then I pulled it out. Of course, I asked, "Are you okay?" He was like, "Yeah, but go slow, go slow, go slow." So I was like, you guide me into you. Well, it's not, I'm saying? You guide me into you. When you want me to go further, just, I'm saying, pull me into you closer. He was on his back with his legs on my shoulders at this time. And so I can make it jump, I can make it pulsate, I can do all that. And so this third time I put the head in last night, I was like, let me know when you're ready. And so, he slowly opened up a little bit more. He was lubed up, of course, and I'm not bragging at all. And so then he like grabbed me by my waist, was not, and pulled me and so was not. And as I slowly like slid inside him, was not, he opened up like for whatever. And then so I was just, first, you got to go slow, especially people who don't know, have experienced it, whatever. And if he would have just took it the first time as I slid in was not, and then not making any noise or anything like that, I would be like, you're a liar, you're a whore, because I'm not a small person. So if you can, that's how I gauge people. If you can just take it without any type of wincing or whatever, moaning was not, and whatever, something's wrong with you. So he was like, making all those noises, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so allegedly, stop it. I'm the same person I've always been. And so what did Miss B say? Y'all stop it. I'm just telling my story. This is just one of the stories. Showed up, one leg wrapped around my waist, well, it's not, turned him over, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Hit it from the back, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I like holding you down. And when I junkie, and I like holding you down, getting on top of you was not either when you're on your back or when you're on your stomach. I like holding you down. And I always smell good. And I say that because when I hold you down, I want you to take in every aspect of who I am, the feeling, the smell, the taste, all that. So I like holding you down, whatever. So I was holding him down, was not, and had my hand, this hand right here, around his shoulder, that pulling him closer to me, was not. And so had this other hand right here. He was sucking my thumb at the same time while I was handling my business, or I should, our business, I should say. And that shit turned me on. The fact that he was sucking my thumb and he was older than me, and he was this ex drill sergeant in the military, and he was this thick, big man, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And back then I was still young, so I had a young person's body. It wasn't what I have now, whatever, but it was still cool. And that was the first time that we hooked up that night when he cooked me dinner. But that night we did it 3 times. I climaxed 3 different times in that one night. So that's when, and ever since that moment that we were together, that first time, we were like inseparable is the word. Yeah, inseparable. And every time I would go to his house, we would, or he would come to my house, we would have sex multiple times in that day. And while he told me that he was a top, he was definitely my bottom, and but that another the whole that had lasted for about like 2.5, 3 years. He would ask me what I want to eat, so he would cook it for me and bring it to my house and just drop it off and then leave. He would, like, when I have 2 jobs, whatever, and I had to work like a double in one day, he would tell me to bring my clothes over to his house so I could take a nap at his house. And I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging. He would ask me what I want to eat, so he would cook for me while I was taking a nap. Then he would wash and iron my clothes for me and take me to work. Then he would like do, what I'm saying? He would just basically be cool with it, what I'm saying? And he was down for that, whatever, until we stopped, until I stopped and I moved on. What are y'all saying? No, 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 baby. I turned his old ass out. Don't ever get it twisted. I don't get turned out. Now I'm bragging. I look at these visuals. Basically, love and care. So like, and so even like this was what? Damn, I've been in Atlanta for what? 25 years. This was well before I met my husband. Well before I met my husband. This and like it ended badly between him and I. Well, it ended badly because I chose to just move on because I was over it. You know, I mean, although he was cool, whatever, and attractive still and all stuff, whatever, whatever. But I was just over it. You know, sometimes you just get over stuff, and I was just over that aspect of our relationship, whatever. He didn't like it. It didn't go very well, you know. And I think that because he did things with me or for me that he probably had never done before and never thought that he would. But you know, it is what it is. I can't fault you for doing what you did. You pursued me. You liked me initially, so you thought it was gonna be something different. But anyways, that was that. But how it ended was horrible. Like mind you, this went on for like 2.5 years, whatever. You know what I'm saying? When I left town and came back town, he actually looked me up and found me and all kind of stuff. Like he was like, it was serious. It was serious. It was serious. And so like I always told him was like, you know, saying you're cool and I like you, whatever, but I don't see, you know, we're like way too different. Only thing that we really have in common is that we both like sports and we both like sex, you know, and that's the only thing we have in common. Everything else, we don't have anything else in common. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hang out with you or your friends, and you can't hang out with me and my friends. Um, oh, he never, I could still have him if I want him today, if I called him. I could still have him today if I wanted him. But I'm married, so I don't. But that's part of the story though. Um, like I said, he always cooked for me, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And when I got my own car or whatever and then was doing stuff for myself, he didn't like that. He liked the fact that I was almost not really dependent on him to go places because I really didn't. I always did stuff for myself. But he actually liked the fact that he would, you know what I'm saying, do stuff for me and I would, you know, be there basically for him type of thing, you know, sexually. And when I was doing a lot of like acting and modeling and stuff still, because I came out here was I was doing a little stuff here and there, whatever, here and there. I was trying to get back into it. He would actually take me to little auditions and stuff like that, and little gigs and stuff like that, whatever, you know, dancing gigs and stuff like that. But how it ended was one Thanksgiving he cooked, and you know I cooked myself, so I had friends over at my house. Well, it's not, and he invited me. So he invited me over. I mean, he invited himself over to my house for Thanksgiving. I'm like, well, no, no, you're not invited. You know, this is not for you. This is for my friends. You know, type of thing. Oh, he was my first. He was my first. I thought it was his, but so after that, he was like, "Well, I cooked as well. What's that? So I'll make you a plate." So I'm like, "Okay, cool, cool. We can, you know, do our things, whatever." You know what I'm saying? And by then, I think something was going on with him mentally. It ain't my fault now. It ain't my fault. But something was going on with him mentally. And so I went like the next day after Thanksgiving. Of course, I had a house full of food, but you know, I wasn't gonna be rude. So I went over to his house to eat what he cooked, whatever, you know what I'm saying. And he was eating whatever. And by then I bought myself a new car. And so I bought myself a new car. Well, actually, it was a new Chevy Blazer. I bought myself a new truck, whatever. And I was going to meet some friends out, you know, saying, so I had on, you know, money. You know, I remember Gore-Tex back in the days. I had a Gore-Tex jacket on, some Gore-Tex boots. I had on these corduroy pants. I have this Coogee black and white sweater and jewelry and stuff like that, whatever, on. And I was eating at this house, whatever. I had my coat and stuff off, whatever, eating, whatever. So he was like, so when you gonna take me, give me a ride in your car? And me being who I am, like, I'm not. Why? Oh, but you want me to eat my food, right? I'm like, no, you tripping. Stop playing, man. You tripping. No, I'm just saying. You can come and eat my food, and next thing you know, you can't do nothing for me. I'm like, what is it that you want me to do? Gore-Tex, yeah, I had a goat too. Goat. I had a coat as well as the boots. And so, you know, those was expensive back in the days. So he like, well, so we're not gonna even do nothing at all. I'm even as I cooked for you. I'm like, you didn't cook for me. You cooked for your family, and you saved me a plate of food, and I'm eating it. So I'm like, you want this shit back? Like, if I did, you won't like how I want it, you won't like it how I take it back. I'm like, man, you tripping? Let me get up out of here. So I get up to leave, and he blocks the door, like for me to walk out into to the front door. I'm like, you need to move, yo, for real. Imagine we were at the same size at this time because I know I got a little bit of bulk on me at that time, whatever, you know. And so he wouldn't let me leave because his arm was blocking. I'm like, motherfucker, you crazy? What the fuck is your problem, yo? Shit, what is your problem? Well, you want to use people us not all the time. Like, who the fuck is I'm using? You know what it is. We're no longer together. So what's the problem? You know, we're cool, we're friends, but we're no longer together. What's your issue? Oh, but sir, you think that I'm gonna just let you go like that? Dude, you are crazy. Leave me alone. Let me go. Let me leave. And mind you, all of my stuff was off, so I didn't have any kind of my car keys was not on my person was not. I was just trying to get out the house. So this is where it gets dangerous, y'all. So that's how a bunch of little stories going on. This is where it gets dangerous. He actually pulls a gun out on me because at this time he's a brick mason, whatever. You know, so he had to have hey D Ramsey, baby, how you doing? You get to the good part, Miss D. This is the good part of the story. So he pulls a gun out on me, whatever, and said that you're gonna stay here and you're gonna give me what I want. Now, me being me, you and these movie and song references, love it, I love it. So, me being who I am, like I said, I'm a fighter, not a person who just cowers down, whatever. I'm looking around and seeing what's around me last night and how I'm gonna get out of the situation, whatever. Because my mom's not gonna get a phone call saying your son died in some bullshit, or got shot in some bullshit. It just got real. It was real. Like it happened like this, whatever. But mind you, when I tried to get up, whatever, he threw the food on me, so all my clothes was ruined. So his whole purpose was for me not to go out with my friends and stay there with him. And when that didn't work, I said I'm leaving. He pretty much got really got crazy. So you know how the gun barrels is like this, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I grabbed the gun barrel, was not, and pointed it toward him. So just because it did go off, whatever, you know what I'm saying, it would hit him and not me. And so when I did that, whatever, I grabbed a brass like kettle that was on a side table, was not, and of course went to town on his head. Cause when you put it on me, was not, that was time for me to you should have left me alone. So it is needless to say, he got 26 stitches in his head. I'm covered in his blood, was not. I get out the house. I go to the corner store and call the police. The police come. They see me covered in blood, whatever. Ask me, am I okay? And I'm like, well, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm cool. But this motherfucker right there has a gun, and he pulled it on me. Was not. I have to get out the house, you know. But all my stuff is in that house. Like, hey, Roger Davis, what's up? I so I so I'm telling the police was not that I have to get my stuff so I can leave. So I'm shit. My jacket, my car keys, my phone, all the stuff that I need. I need to get my stuff out of the house. And so with that, the police like, okay, well, hold on, stay right here, whatever. Let's go talk to him, see what's going on. So he lied and said that I was trespassing and beat him up for no reason. And so I'm like, no, he put a gun on me. Was not. I had to find my way out the house, and every and so I had to get myself out of the house with that, and I couldn't leave my stuff there. So the police asked me what kind of gun it was. Like I don't know what kind of gun it is, but it was like a Smith and Wesson to me because they had a revolver because they had the bullets in it, whatever. I saw that, and needless to say, they were like, well, this is a domestic situation. Was now we have to take you both in. I'm like, I was just attacked. Well, so they were like, well, he's the one with the injuries. Well, you're fine. I'm like, well, they ain't the point. Just because I can defend myself don't mean that I'm going to sit here and let somebody attack me. So needless to say, we both get arrested for domestic, and so he's like saying, oh, I'm sorry, I love you, I'm sorry. Motherfucker, shut the fuck up, leave me the fuck alone. I promise you, I will fucking take your life. Leave me alone. Don't say shit to me. So mind you, this, and I told you this was a Friday night because Thanksgiving is always on Thursday. This was a Friday night, and so I'm detained over the weekend, and throughout the whole weekend, he's having people come over there and try to talk to me to get me to, let it go or don't say anything crazy. Well, it's not in court when we go to court. And so, then I'm like, man, if you don't stop fucking talking to me, I swear I will beat your ass up in here. Leave me alone. So when we get to the court, House was not, of course, all charges is dropped because he dropped all the charges, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he told them that, yeah, he was just defending himself. Whatever. And I'm like, I'm not trying to press charge, whatever. I'm just want to get my shit and go. I'm not trying to fuck with nobody. I want you to leave me the fuck alone. Don't talk to me. Don't say shit to me. Don't ever contact me again. Well, it's not because you don't try to ruin my fucking life with some bullshit that you got started because you got tired because I want to use some no motherfucking dick. Leave me the fuck alone. You ain't shit to me. Leave me alone. You're dead to me, basically. So mind you, we didn't talk. He didn't call me for probably like 4, 5 years or so. Then he called me saying that he needs some help. Can I loan him some money? Well, it's not. And me being a nice person that I am, by then I was with my now husband, but then just we were just dating, whatever. So like, baby, let's go drop off this money over to so and so, so and so. You're like, what? Who's that? That same guy you told me about? I'm like, yeah. You're like, why are you doing that? Because I'm a nice person. And I loved him at one time, so I can't say, you know what I'm saying, now I don't, I'm saying, don't give a fuck about you. So what I did was I dropped off the money, was not telling him what's not, with my husband, then boyfriend, now husband, in the car or whatever. And I told him, well, I'm coming over with my dude, so whatever. If you don't like it, oh well, you won't get the money, but it is what it is. And I told him, it's not a loan. This is what I'm just helping you out with. I don't need it back. And to this day, he still like the thing when we were on good terms. That when it was a full moon, that's when we would really get it in. Or when it's raining, that's when we really get it in. But so anytime it rains, well, not recently, but like after I dropped the money, anytime there was a full moon or anytime it rained, he would call me and say, what are you doing? Nothing. Why? But that was that story, you guys. That's just one of the stories that I had. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the story, y'all. That was the first guy I actually was in a relationship with while I was here in Georgia. When whoring goes wrong, I wasn't whoring at all. How was I whoring? How was I whoring when we were in a relationship for 2.5 years? That's not whoring. Exactly, right, Miss B. That's why he was sorry. He wasn't sorry because he did something wrong. He was sorry because he was trying to play me and got his ass beat, and then he also got arrested. I told people, I was like, you don't know what people's stories are. You don't know what people have been through in their lives. And you want to keep on messing with people. I was like, you don't know what's going on with people. Leave people alone. Um, we met on a dating site. Me and my husband met on a dating site. Met on a dating site. Met on a dating site. When they call it the full moon raining outside too. Like, that's what I think that's what it's romantic. Rain is romantic. Rain's romantic. But that was that. But the funny thing is that like when I stopped dating him, when I moved out, when I stopped dating him was that I was dating a pastor. Me and his pastor was dating, for a year, and he knew that I was dating this pastor at the same time, but he was still, you know, we would still hook up. I've only dated 3 people in Georgia: him, a pastor, and my husband. I mean, my husband been together for what, 18 years now? You know, straight through, no off and on. I don't do that whole off and on thing. But that's a fantasy of mine. Dating a pastor. Don't act like one. Not just any pastor. Don't get it twisted. Don't get your hopes up, because I don't just date any pastor. Just not YouTube pastors. But yeah, that was one of my fantasies. Dating a judge, police officer, lawyers, doctor. Done all those things. But fucking, I should say. Done all that. And so yeah, so the pastor was one of my things, and he knew that I was The guy knew I was dating a pastor. And funny thing is that how I know I'm over someone, completely over someone, like I was over the pastor like a year and a half into the relationship. Um, like I said, I have very good stamina, and I can last after several ejaculations. But I can last for several ejaculations, whatever. And so the one time I was, hey, Ray Allen, baby, how you doing? Welcome. What happened? Hello, everyone. Why are you pissed off, Ray Allen? What's going on, baby? Don't be upset, sweetheart. What's going on? Why are you pissed off? What happened? Um, so I have a brother and two sisters. Hey, Tanya Primetime TV, baby, how you doing? So how I know that I'm over someone completely is that after I ejaculate, immediately go down. Like it's kind of like just taking the air out of a balloon. And normally I am not like I can stay erect for several times before I actually go down if I'm really interested in someone. Bust one. As soon as I ejaculate, I go down immediately. So therefore, I always know when and where my emotions are with people that I have had relations with. And with the pastor, there was this one moment where we were together, was not, and right afterwards, it immediately went down. I'm like, yeah, I can't be with you no more. I'm done. That was the last time, and that was the last time we were ever together, me and the pastor. No, Ray Allen. I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart. My identity was stolen too once. I hated that. Oh my god, that's such a drag. Like my identity was stolen several years ago, several years ago. And when I like to this day, I'm still getting letters saying that I wrote some fraudulent checks from like 15 years ago, which I didn't do. Oh my god, it's crazy. I hate the bank sometimes. Why you trying to hire your man? Don't do that. Like, don't ever do that, ladies. Trust what your man say. I know, right? I've been feeling kind of crazy the past couple of days also, but I figured those was just the side effects of everything happening. You know, all the mess that's been going on for the past couple of weeks. I've been feeling kind of blah. That's why I came here to kind of lighten the mood and tell the story. I don't know why y'all can't get 3 rounds in, if not more. Like, I definitely like one time is not enough. One time you just now getting into a good rhythm. Two times you're almost there. By that third time, shit, y'all in sync. There's nothing you can do about it. Y'all in sync. It's all good from that point on. Like, yeah. And I think that his problem was that like I said, he didn't do that before. And with me, he was a total, you know, submissive individual in all ways possible, which is fine, but I need some type of challenge, to keep my interest. Kept my interest for a while, but I need just a little bit more from him. Like he needed, I don't know, I just needed more. Right, I needed more. I needed more. I was growing up and moving forward, and he was pretty much stagnant. And I can't be stagnant with someone while I'm moving forward. And it showed that he was upset because I was moving forward. Was it a check or was it a credit card? Was it from a machine? Oh my God, that's sad. I'm sorry about that, Ray Allen. I'm sorry, boo. The banks do move very slow, but normally they once they prove that it's not your spending pattern or your pattern of spending, well, it's not. They usually fix it and fund you the money. That's crazy. I know when my stuff got stolen, they reverted all the charges back to my account. but that was years ago. Yeah, but yeah, that was that story about the first guy that I actually you know in that way in actual a relationship situation. You know, like I said, that was just one of many. And I talk about the times I was talking about yesterday. Now those was so much going on. Oh, damn, Miss Leo. The day before vacation? That's messed up. Ugh, that is horrible. Whew, Mercury retrograde. Get your ass up out of here. All you side effects and lingering things. Hey, Sean Carol, Leo, how you doing, baby? We just about a couple of little things. I was giving you a little sescapade of my first person I dated going out to Georgia and talking to Ms. Leo and Ray Allen about some bank bull crap that they was going through or have been going through. So it's crazy. But yeah, you guys, that will happen with him. And it was a situation was not that even to this day he's apologizing to me for that it happened. Like I don't do apologies. Leave me the fuck alone. You know, hey, how you doing? What's up? Keep it moving. Now leave me alone. Hope you had a good day, sweetheart. Yes, my brother's straight. He's married. He lives in Washington State. Question, ladies. If a man's openly bisexual, is that a turn off for you? And if so, why? We look alike, but he is dark skinned. We look exactly alike. And if people wasn't doxing and acting crazy, I would be happy to show pictures of my family on here to show that we all look alike. It's me, my brother, and my sister. We all look alike. You can definitely tell that we're related and siblings. But yeah, if a guy is openly bisexual, why is that an issue? Or is that an issue? I should say, because you find that when women say they're openly bisexual, then it's a turn on, I guess. But when men say that, well, it's not. It's like, oh, why? Miss B. Oh my God, baby. What's up, Johnny Mac? How you doing? Perfect timing, Johnny Mac. Perfect timing. But Miss B, but what if he's a top, but he just like being with guys and being with women, and don't and won't allow you to use a strap on him? You're not sure, Shauna? You expect honesty? Yeah. Tanya, don't try to say hi to Johnny Mac without answering my question, baby. You heard the question. Answer the question, baby. Hey, no name, Jess. How you doing? Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. But no, thing is like because but I believe that hold up, no, hold on, no, because not accepted American community. Okay, turn off. Oh, the question, Johnny Mac, is it acceptable? Well, if a guy is openly bisexual, do women have a problem with that? If so, why or why not? That's the question. Because I find that when women say they're bisexual, was not it's like, oh yeah, she's bisexual. Ooh, let me put you with another woman. But when a man say, shit, I'm bisexual, I like I like a man and I like a woman. There's two differences, two different energies there, two different sexual things you can do. It's just, two different things, but it's a turn off. That's what kind of surprised me yesterday and intrigued me yesterday when Lil the Linus Queen said she wanted to be in a threesome, but she wanted to be in a threesome with two guys. I'm like, damn, that's hot. Okay, I like that. Hello, Lady Lee, baby, how you doing? Yeah, a lot of people won't date actually. Like my husband knows that I like women as well. But the reality is that I respect him enough not to be with anyone else but him. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Like he never been with a woman before. And my thing is like I don't understand what like I understand his aspect of it, but I don't understand how women have a problem or people have a problem with people who are openly bisexual and don't mind talking about it and admitting it. You're in between Atlanta and Florida. That's a big area, baby. That's your threesome fantasy too, Miss B. Wow. Well, if y'all heard me yesterday, was like y'all know I've been through some things sexually. Well, it's not really through some things, but I've done some things sexually, whatever, you know. And one story that I wanted to tell, but I don't want to call back and monopolize all the time. Yesterday was a threesome story that I had with like good friends of mine. Not only that, Raphael, was that I think honesty and respect is something that is always needed. This is definitely a stigma. Exactly, Miss Leo. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That. Mm, okay. Exactly. Right. Right. But I think that what is that I think that I don't believe there are. I think sexuality is definitely fluid. There's not one. I don't personally think that anyone is 100% totally straight, that are totally repulsed, truly repulsed by seeing, you know, two people of the same sex together. And I don't think that there's very few people who are totally gay who just are repulsed by seeing heterosexual people are together. Was that I think that in between those two spectrums there's a vast area of gray, and where you lie closer to the homosexual side, closer to the sorry, I should have ate that chip. Closer to the heterosexual side, or closer to the homosexual side, was not is a very wide area that you can. The thing is, what gets me is that everyone thinks that just because you like men that you automatically getting fucked or something like that. And my question to people who think that is, if if every gay person is constantly being fucked, who's doing all the fucking? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm one gay person, well, guy who be with guys who don't like that. That's not something that I like. It was tried. I didn't like it. It was uncomfortable. It hurt. My bowel movement wasn't the same for weeks. I can't do it. So I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I like what I do. Love it, Kara. Black and white and sexuality. I know it's keep buffering. I'm not quite sure why it's keep doing that. But I mean, like, I think especially in the black community, where it's not people don't want to talk about sexuality at all. especially not homosexuality or bisexuality. People like to just think that saying like it was said, it's an abomination, opposed to understanding that no, sexuality is very fluid, and we all experience, have thoughts, or may have actually experienced, different types of sexuality, and are comfortable with it. See, the thing is, I think that only insecure people think that it would be competition. Thing is, I'm a very oral talk. I'm a very oral talk. So a lot of people who say they are top of that, I think, are selfish. If you don't please the people that you're with, that's like saying that a man who sleeps with a woman won't give her head. You know what I'm saying? And but expect her to give him head. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's a selfish person to be. And I'm not a selfish person. I'm with someone that I like. Now, am I going to kiss everyone? No. Am I going to be oral with everyone that I've been with? No, I know I was not. I've had more things done orally to me than I actually have done to people. But I do enjoy being an oral talk with people that I am with and that I enjoy. But the first, speaking of oral, you know, eating the booty like it's groceries. I'm sorry. Tanya, I didn't need your comment, sweetheart. What was your comment, sweetie? I'm sorry. What was your comment, sweetheart? I apologize about that. Wait, Alan, no. It's to take your mind off of what you're going through right now, baby. See, my thing is, I don't know about the lesbian. Okay, what's Tyan's question? Is it a stigma? But some women do, please. See, my thing is that speaking of that, that was my next story. Tanya, sorry about that, sweetie. I saw that. I did see that question, yes, sweetie, or that statement. The real light. Okay, we do real light. I have a red lamp too. Haha. But yeah, what it is that my first experience about eating booty or um entering someone from the back was with a woman. I told you when I was in high school, I went to high school and college at the same time. And of course, there's older women in college, whatever. So when I was with these women, they asked to eat my booty and they wanted me to fuck them in theirs. So it wasn't confusing for me. It was just like, okay, cool. Let me try this with a guy, you know? People are usually uncomfortable with sexuality because you're right about that, Johnny Mac. People are really uncomfortable with sexuality because they're uncomfortable with their own. And I don't think that, I think that there's a time and place for everything, but I think that, I don't want to see overtly people just fucking in the middle of the street unless, you know what I'm saying, that's what I'm expecting. But if it's unexpected, it's like, damn, hold up, you're doing too much. Get a room somewhere. No, I didn't respond to it, but I did see the question. I was going to talk about that as I said, I was talking about my first experience was with a woman who actually wanted me to go inside her booty and wanted to eat mine. And that's when I was in high school, you know. Yeah, I mean, people think that, like I said, sexuality is something that, we all have experienced, we all have thought about it, we all have fantasies about it, we all have done things. Well, I should say I've done things that, that would help people curl their hair, you know what I'm saying? And that was just some of the things that I've done. Exactly. Overseas, all the statues and paintings are nude, depicting sexual actions. It was not all those group things, all of those group pictures where people was naked. Those were basically orgies. Those were basically orgies that they was depicting. Hey, Miss Cracker Baby, how you doing? Welcome to the red light discussions, baby. There's a lot going on over here. There's a lot going on. But yeah, I mean, I think that like because I had that question was like wondering in my mind one day because I think Miss D says she's bisexual and she's married. She's in a monogamous relationship with her husband, and I know that I'm bisexual and I'm in a monogamous relationship with my husband, and so it's like he knows that I like women as well, but he knows that I am respectful of our relationship, that I'm not going to do anything that is disrespecting my relationship with him. And I think it's also disrespectful to be selfish between two people or it's not. Having that whole thing where, you having your cake and eating it too, and no one else is getting what they want as well. I can't fulfill my duties as a lover to my husband if I am splitting my time and energy with someone else. I think it's selfish. What's your question about your sexuality, Raphael? If you don't mind me asking, it's just us. If you don't mind me asking, what's your sexuality? Oh yeah, don't be doing that over my head. Don't be doing that over my head. I don't want no drippings and juices, no extra gravy on my food. I don't want that. What are you doing? No, 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 no. No extra gravies, no extra drippings, no extra secretions, no extra sweat. Not above my head. If I'm not engaged and involved, I don't want to be involved. Get me out of here. I would have canceled my reservations too if I was you, Ray Allen. Uh-uh. Is that was that gravy? What is this? What something on my plate. Baby. They're a mess. They are a mess. I can't. Who does that? See, when I was younger, they considered me a pretty boy. And my thing is, I hated being called that because that is so not who I am. You know what I'm saying? I like where I'm at now, as far as my looks and stuff like that, and how I'm viewed, because I think that I'm extremely attractive, but I am a man. You know what I'm saying? I have that swag of a man. I have that swag of saying a man. But when I was younger, saying being fair skinned, having curly hair, and all the other things was not people consider me a pretty boy, which I didn't like. That's not what I liked at all. That was not something that I wanted to be seen as. So I fought against all stereotypes in order for me not to be seen as a pretty boy. You know, because when you speak well, when you dress well, when you carry yourself well, people automatically have these assumptions about you. And then when you show them who you are, they are surprised. And it's not, don't be surprised. Shit, I told you I'm not that. Leave me alone. Type of thing. But yeah, pretty boys. I like men. Like when I like men, I like men. I like men. I like men and I like women. I don't like people who uh-uh don't wear no makeup around me. And I have nothing against you if you do that because that's your thing. But I'm not just going to sleep with you or be attracted to you if that's what you do. I like men. I like men. I like women. Exactly. They consider if you're pretty well, they consider you weaker. They think you're soft. Was not. They think they can try you, and yeah, I don't get tried. I don't get tried. Yeah, I don't get tried at all. I don't get tried. By anybody. You know. But exactly. Oh, that's so good, Johnny Mac. Anything you repress, you obsess over. You're absolutely right. Or suppress, repress or suppress. You obsess over. You really do. That's why diets don't work because you tell yourself that you can't have something. You can't have this cake, but next thing you know, you have a whole cake opposed to just having a slice of it or a small slice. You are telling yourself that you can't express yourself sexually, so therefore you choose to be going to different various places where it is considered not the norm to have sex with that, and it becomes dangerous. So that's why you get caught up in some nonsense that you shouldn't be caught up in. That's why yesterday when Leo asked me or Sean asked me, and y'all were talking about the bathhouses. I know what they are. I just haven't been to one because everything I wanted to do I always done in the open. And also another reason why I didn't go to bathhouses, I worked at the gym. You know what I'm saying? At the Bally's Total Fitness. Y'all remember that when that was back in the days? Bally Total Fitness. And I was the front desk manager there. And I would have to constantly pull people out of steam rooms, showers, jacuzzis, saunas, and stuff like that, because they were engaging in oral sex and all kind of sexual activities there. And it was like, yeah, this ain't the place for that. Well, it's not. And it always would disgust me. And so it was like, yeah, I don't understand why you would do this in public at a gym where people trying to work out. Yeah, if you're coming here for that, that's the wrong. Your membership is not for that. But I also revoked several people's memberships because of that. You know what I'm saying? If I caught you 20 times doing engaging in this type of stuff, you're no longer welcome here. And here's your membership is canceled. We'll stop doing all this stuff for you. Yeah, I don't understand that. It happens at LA Fitness as well. Oh my, see, it probably does. I don't know. You know. Oh yes, I live my life without permissions, without apologies, and without explanation. You know, that's how I live my life. I don't explain myself to people. I don't apologize for it, nor do I ask for permission. You know, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, yeah, I don't ever, what do you? No, I'm grown. Shit. That's why I did what I did and do what I do. Like, oh, your brother told you that about the LA Fitness. See, I don't get that. I mean, I don't, me personally, I don't get it. I don't get it. Granted, I've done a lot of things in my days, a lot of things, a lot of people, you know, but that's one thing that I don't see myself doing, you know. And when I said I went through those situations, whatever, what I'm saying, it was because it was planned out. It was an organized event. It was an organized situation. But I have another story. Babe, you okay? What are you doing? Nothing. What are you doing? Come here. Say hi to people. Say to Miss Leo. Come on. No. About something. Yeah, you can sting the for JJ as well. I saw vaginal, yeah, rejuvenation. It's like, but it's steam though. It's not really vaginal rejuvenation. It's to clean it out, like totally. Well, it's not. I saw Madison do it when she was in, I think Houston or Dallas. She did it on her live. Madison did that. The but her and of course she did a booty steaming. Well, it's not, but her and what's the name? Craig the writer did a steaming of their private parts, and they said it made it, I guess rejuvenated. You not come to say hi, baby? You not coming to say hi? In a minute. Okay. But yeah. But I remember when I was younger. Oh, did you smack him, Levin Care? I would have smacked him. He had no shame, no couth, no respect for himself or for you. He would have got smacked if I was you. He would have got smacked dead in his face. Don't disrespect me like that. You're absolutely right about that, Johnny Mac. They are the biggest freaks and the biggest sexual deviants. But yet, want to have all these rules against what people do and how people express themselves sexually or in a loving way with consenting adults. Consenting adults is a key word. He said, told him to take his man pal. That's funny. That's funny. That workplace, oh my God, down he done went too far. He done went way too far. He done went way too far. But I've been approached by couples as well. Like, I remember one time I was working, and I'm a tall guy. You know what I'm saying? So my crotch level is always like at counter height. You know what I'm saying? So I was showing some guy something, and him and his wife kind of like bookend me. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm still showing them something. Well, it's not. And both of their hands was like this, and then as they got closer to me, it was like their hands became like this, and they was trying to juggle my balls, both of them. And then he asked me, what that he told me that he would pay me if I would have sex with his wife. I'm like, no, thank you, I'm good. I work, you know. With Leo, that's how I went. That's how I went. That's how I went. Okay. But yeah, I was like, yeah, people are bold nowadays. So people are really bold and emboldened. They are really, really bold. I've had people ask me to meet them at swinger clubs. I had people ask me to fuck their husbands. I had people who ask me to fuck their wives in front of them while they just watch. I've had experiences. Oh, I've heard that as well. I've heard that as well. Ask me what I think about thruples. Do you believe in polygamy? Do you believe in having three people love each other all at the same time? And it would be interesting. That would be an interesting that would be an interesting makeup. That would be an interesting makeup. That would be an interesting situation. Because even in the threesomes, well, it's not. There's always one person who's left out. There's always one person who's left out. There's always one person who is there watching because two people find each other more attractive and more attracted to them than the third person. Even if the two people are a couple, it always seems as though one person is more attracted to another person, and one person get left out. The girls in your high school experience were attempting to keep their vaginal virginity. No, though these were college girls or college women, I should say. They was college women. The high school girls, I wasn't interested in them because we were all friends. Like we were like literally grew up since like the third grade together. Everyone who went to my high school with me, so we like all knew each other from like for years. It was kind of different. Like no one really dated each other in high school. A couple people did, but the majority of us went outside of our high school or outside of the school itself to date people. Like we went to other high schools to date people, or we went to colleges to date people, or some of the girls went to military men to date people. You know, so it was never. I don't know. I had sex with what one girl, Julie. Yeah, Julia. That's with her and her friend Patty. Yeah. So I had sex with two girls in high school. That went to my high school, but these two girls we didn't. I didn't know them. One was older. One was in my same grade. But yeah, I didn't have. Yeah, I went to the vagina. I didn't do anything else with them. But went to the vagina. But when I was in high school, I didn't do that. Y'all know the story about my first oral sex experience. Y'all know that story with the girl. It wasn't a very pleasant one. Ooh, loving care. Bless your heart, sweetheart. That's good. That's good. Yes, gray scan, baby. Ugh. Ugh. Yes, gray scan. But yeah, that was the first experience, and it was not pleasant. But yeah, it is what it is. You live, you learn. I don't know why it's all about sex. It is what it is. But yeah, I mean that's what it was. I mean, but yeah, that was the first experience I had here in Atlanta. Yeah, it was an interesting situation. Like, it was cool, but it was still, you know, it was a story. It was an experience that I lived through. You know, it was a good one. While it was, then it wasn't. So it was all to the good. Yeah. So you guys, that was my little story. That was my situation, my information. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned a little bit more about me. You know, 'cause all you can do is get to know each other on here. And what it is, what it is. I want to thank you guys for joining me for that little bit of story time, that little bit of conversation. I appreciate it. I had a good time. As always, you guys, I love you. I appreciate your time, your energy. Bragging, not bragging, baby. Like, thing is, one thing about bragging is that, I think people who don't do much or haven't had much are the ones who brag. You know, I think that, a lot of people, that whatever, it's just an experience. Just an experience. One of many. But like I was saying, you guys, thank you. I'm sorry, I have a lot to do. I have a lot to do. So I want to thank you for watching. I want to tell you guys I did a Mad Day Monday work story time, work drive story time. Johnny Mac, I don't think you're a virgin at all, sweetheart. I don't think you're a virgin at all. I don't think nothing on your body is a virgin, Johnny Mac. Nothing on your body. You have too much experience, sir, for you to be a virgin anywhere on your body. But I did a Monday work day um story time. Hope you guys check that out. Hope you guys check that out. And I'm not extremely arrogant, loving care at all, Ms. Leo. I'm not extremely. I know what I've done. I know what I've experienced. I said it's just one of many. But yeah, you guys, I will talk to you later. Check out the Mad Day Monday video. That should be right before this one. Probably just uploaded not too long ago. Hope you guys enjoyed that one as well. That's another experience about how I could have been a star if I was willing to jeopardize my Christianity and my integrity. But since I wasn't, I'm not a star as of yet. Well, not a star, I should say. I would have been extremely wealthy, I should say. But since I'm not willing to jeopardize my Christianity and my integrity, I'm not. So that was that story on my way to work. Exactly. We'll find out what this milkshake brings to the yard. We'll find out sooner or later. But yeah, you guys, thank you again. I love you guys for being here with me. Y'all have a great evening. Get some rest, and I will talk to you later. I have to for our proposal. Please do, Johnny Mac. Please do. We're all ears and eyes. But you guys, until next time, I will talk to you later. I love you guys. Have a good night. Peace, you guys. What's up, sexy man? You good? Walking around in drawers.